about the Sega.
Hello, Ryan here with episode 2 of Sunday Sega Funday. And today I'm going to be looking at a few different Monster World games. And the reason for this is because in about a week and a half from the time I'm recording this, the Wonder Boy 3 remake, The Dragon's Trap, is going to be dropping on a variety of platforms like PS4, Xbox One, and Nintendo Switch. So I wanted to kind of look at some of these games to give myself a bit of a refresher course on the series. So I'm playing this Sega Vintage Collection on the Xbox 360. And as you can see from that logo there, this collection was developed by M2. And if you know anything about Sega emulation and porting, you know that M2 are the best at it. So I'm going to be checking out the different Wonder Boy / Monster World, Monster Land games in this collection. As you can see, this came out in, I believe, 2012. These collections, there's like a Streets of Rage one, a Golden Axe one, a few others, and it's like really classy production. I guess that's kind of what you'd expect from M2, but I love like the Japanese arcade cabinets, and then we have the Genesis or Mega Drives here, and like the cool art everywhere. So I'm gonna start with the original Wonder Boy Monster Land, and this is the arcade port. So as you'd kind of expect in here, there's a lot of different options. I'm gonna keep things pretty much set to the defaults. Yeah, I'll leave difficulty at default, even though these games are pretty dang hard. But yeah. Oh, I didn't even notice the cabinet says Arrow City. I guess. I don't know. Is that real? Is that the cabinets that came before Astro City? I don't know. Alright, how do I insert coin? Okay. Press start button. Here we go. Let's go. There's a little boy in a diaper. 10 gold get. I'm actually not super familiar with this series. But I've always enjoyed these games, especially 4. When we get to that, I'm pretty excited about that. Because that is a really cool game. It's kind of a cool story behind how we came to get it in 2012 or whenever it was. So as you can see, this is this game's kind of in the vein of like I don't know, like Castlevania 2. Oh my goodness, no, I don't want death. Why is death here? Castlevania 2, Zelda 2, Xanadu, like that era of like action side-scrolling platformers, but with did I not even get that money? But with like light RPG elements and currency and that sort of thing. But these games were primarily released on Sega platforms, and if you really try to like break down the lineage, and the different ports and stuff. It's pretty crazy. There's been a recent-ish Retronauts where they kind of went through all the different versions and the sort of lineage of the games, and like who owns what, and I think even they were kind of confused by the end. So it's pretty complicated, but a lot of these Wonder Boy Monster World games ended up on Master System and then Mega Drive, but and they had arcade versions as well. But then stuff like Adventure Island, which is like a sort of spin-off, like that was obviously on NES, and someone be beyond the wall. And that was, obviously on Nintendo systems. But interestingly, the third game, which is not actually included on here, Wonder Boy 3 was had a TurboGrafx 16 port, or a PC Engine port. Oh my goodness, the devil is going to kill me. Use the revival mask. Oh, nice. Glad I had that. I guess I could have just done that. Right. It's a power increase. Nice. Oh yeah, bigger sword. Oh my goodness. The platforming, I mean, it's not bad. It's oh, why did I do that? It's there's a lot of user error happening here right now. It doesn't feel terrible. I'm actually using the D-pad on the Xbox 360 controller, which is kind of notoriously not great for platformers, but I actually have always done alright with it. I don't totally hate it. I think it's not the best for sure, but wow. This dude and his mushrooms are ridiculous. Okay, I think I'm... Alright, that's, I think that's the end of my tenure in Monster Land. Not continue. Alright, so... Let's see, I'm gonna exit this game. And so save current status. Yeah, so you do get save states of a sort in these games. Alright, let's do some Wonder Boy and Monster World, which this is a Genesis version. And this was, I believe this was released in the West officially at the time. Oh, it's a great title screen. I love that art. The controls are... the jump and attack buttons are different in this one. Huh. Very similar. very similar start to the game as Monster Land. Is this actually like a remake, or is it just a sequel taking place in a similar... The jellyfish will help you on your way. Sweet. Oops. And these games are all about the limited attack range. Oh my god. Yeah, I think I like the stabbiness of the original Monster Land a little better than this like vertical slice here. You're rude. This music's pretty great though. This music rules. I wish the attacking was a little better. Oh, there you go. That's how you stab. You just gotta lay on the ground. Okay. I can do that. Lay on the ground and stab. I can stab a crab. These blocks here look very Mario 3-esque, which is fine. I wonder how you get to that chest. There's a secret. I don't have a down thrust a la Zelda 2. Oh! Oops. Oh. Well, that's not that bad. I thought the water was gonna kill me. But, dude loves to swim, actually. So that's cool. So, like, I should, like, not even try to do these platforms. Really. Because there's bad guys on them and they hurt me. Ride a jellyfish. I know, I've heard so much about this jellyfish. I'm gonna try to ride it. Wait. Oh, and you. Jellyfish? Do I have to hit you? The jellyfish. I'm having trouble riding this jellyfish, but I think I need to. Let's try pressing buttons. Nope. Okay. Are there any more hints about this jellyfish here? I guess maybe I have to time my jump for exactly when he's in the water. There we go. Okay, that is really tricky. Oh my goodness. That was hardcore. this... I really like these visuals, too. You know, obviously it's not, like, the best 16-bit graphics ever, but this is, like, really charming, like, great colors. Yeah, I'll stay overnight for sure. Oh, and you can save your adventure here. Nice. So this is the proper way to save, I guess. Oops. Oh, I did not hit the right button there, I guess. Oh my goodness, and I must have hit the wrong button to save as well. Whoops. Okay, well, that was Wonder Boy and Monster World. Let's go take a look at the other game, the last game here, Monster World 4. So I believe this would count as Wonder Boy 2, Monster World. Monster Land is Wonder Boy 1. Monster World would be Wonder Boy 2, and then Wonder Boy 3 is the one that there's the remake coming out soon, and then this is Monster World 4, which this game is really cool. This is probably the one I'm most familiar with, even though I'm barely familiar with it. It actually came out in, for the first time, it had an English release in 2012, and I believe it came out first on Nintendo Wii Virtual Console, or it may have... No, I think it was like a week or two first on Wii, but then it hit PS3 and Xbox 360 after that. So look how great this art is, like the background art. Oh my god, and this game is gorgeous. Oh, look how good that is. So this originally was released on Genesis in '94, and it took until 2012 for it to get an official localization, but I guess that makes sense because it was a pretty late, I guess, Mega Drive game in Japan, and '94, so, you know, Sega was already messing up with the 32X, and the Saturn was on its way, so I guess that's why, but it's a shame, because yeah, this game's awesome. Alright, let's play. Let's see if I can... Do I have a game saved here? Oh, I do. Okay, so then so this will be good, because I can skip like the opening cutscenes and stuff and just get to the game. I don't think the save is very far in, but you can kind of get an idea, because this is just a gorgeous game and the music's amazing. When this came out on the Wii Virtual Console, I was so stoked to finally play it, because I'd already... Listen to those tunes! But yeah, I was super stoked, because I'd seen like art of the character, and I'd seen screenshots of the game for years, and like always wanted it, but I never got into like Mega Drive importing, so I didn't really have any way to get a copy. I mean, I could have, but it was never really like a priority. But I did always want to play it. So when it finally hit the Wii Virtual Console, I was so happy, and I played it a ton on the Wii Virtual Console. I never ended up finishing it though, because it does get pretty hard, and I ended up getting stuck in like a dungeon area, and I could not find my way out, and I just kept dying, and it was very sad and pathetic, but I do really need to finish this one day. And I believe all these Sega Vintage collections, along with a lot of Sega's Xbox Live Arcade games, are backwards compatible on the Xbox One. So if you buy, you know, an Xbox One now, or you buy a Scorpio eventually, like, you'll be able to play all those on like more modern hardware, which is cool. Backwards compatibility is cool. Monster World is cool. I mean, I'd like to see a collection of these games get released on Switch. That would be really awesome. Because you know, this kind of game lends itself really well to that platform, I think. And it would be great to be able to play them portably as well. But yeah, I mean, this game, like, you know, compared to the previous entries in the Monster World Wonder Boy series that I just played, it's like, I mean, it's night and day in, like, just how responsive the controls are, and, you know, I mean, as you can see, like, the presentation as well. The design, like the enemy movements and stuff, the platforming's better. Like, this is like the ultimate game in the series. Asha is the name of the protagonist here. Is that all I can do here? Did I come all the way here for nothing? Yikes. Okay. That's fine. Yeah, this game is kind of like a, maybe Metroidvania is not the correct term here, but it's pretty open-ended. Again, like the you know, best way I think to describe, a lot of games in the Wonder Boy series are just, you know, is similar in design to the to games like Xanadu and Castlevania 2 and Zelda 2, which are all games whoops, that's what I'm supposed to be doing. That's probably what I was supposed to be doing back there. That's fine. I'm just kind of wandering around and enjoying myself here in the fourth Monster World. Yeah, but I love that that style of game and that era of. Oh, so I can't jump down here. I'm pressing down and seeing nothing's happening here. But I could jump down the platforms back there. Interesting. Yeah, I don't know. I love that style of like platformer, action RPG, and I think, you know, Castlevania 2 and Zelda 2 aren't exactly beloved in their respective series, partially because they're so different than the other games in the series, but partially because there's pretty frustrating and obtuse elements to both of those games, and just a really high difficulty level, but I feel like this game just really nails that formula. It's super comfortable to play. It does get challenging, but it's not like overwhelming, and it's not super obtuse or anything. But yeah, you can still get this game on a variety of platforms. Like I mentioned, this is the Xbox 360 version. It's also on the Wii Virtual Console. I believe this, I'm not exactly sure because I bought these collections, you know, back in 2012. So I don't know exactly what the pricing is on these now, but I think they're like $10 or $15. And you get 3 games in them, and there's, like I said, there's like a Golden Axe one and a Streets of Rage, but Alex Kidd as well. But I think if you buy this game on the Wii Virtual Console, I think it's like 900 points, so like $9 just for this game. So I'm not sure that's necessarily a great value, especially considering, you know, the I think M2 did that version as well, so it's, and you know, Wii Virtual Console is pretty impeccable in terms of emulation and everything, but I think this collection, I'm not sure how it works on PS3. I don't have the games on PS3, but this collection in particular is just a great value at 10, definitely at 10, and I mean certainly at 15 as well. I'm sure it's not over that, but because, you know, like you saw that cool like showroom in the beginning and all those different tweakable options and all that, so yeah, it's an awesome little collection. And here I am back where I started. It's not a total loss though. I made some money, got some little tier things. Oops. See, this is what's annoying. This is what happened with Monster World, is the confirm button is B within the game, but then in the menus the confirm button is A on the 360 controller. And this is the problem, you know, we've always had with on, you know, if you play like import PlayStation games where circle is confirmed for everything. And, you know, in Western releases of PlayStation titles, it's always X, so that gets really confusing, especially if you're playing like import games on a PSP or a Vita or something, and you're everything's flip-flopped from the menus to the to when you're in the actual game, so or, yeah, it's whatever. It's annoying, kind of. I think circle should be confirmed, B should be confirmed. None of this bottom button confirming business. It's gotta go. Alright, so I am... Oh, yeah, I do have a down thrust in this game. And an up thrust. Yeah, take that, Link. Yeah, so I think I was going the right way. I just didn't do something right when I got there. Probably something to do with the... Yeah, with something to do with that statue there. Either way, I just wanted to kind of take a look at these different games, get myself pumped for Wonder Boy 3, which comes out April 18th, and actually on March 22nd, I think the developers announced they're adding Wonder Girl as well, a brand new character. So as you can see, it's not just a Wonder Boy monster world. It is, so we can see from Ash here that girls are awesome in Monsterlands, Monster Worlds. And something else super cool about that Wonder Boy 3 remake is you'll be able to switch back to the Master System graphics on the fly, which is always a really cool thing. I love when remakes have that option, like the what was it? R-Type Dimensions did that, and even like the some of the Halo remakes on like Master Chief Collection stuff. You can switch on the fly between the graphic modes, and I think that's just so awesome when you're able to do that. But yeah, that sounds like it's going to be shaping up to be a really cool and exciting remake there, and I'm glad the Wonder Boy Monster World series is back and seems to be healthy again, because it's been a long time. So, all right, I kind of just want to keep playing this game and figure out where I need to go, because it's just super fun to play. But I think I am going to wrap up this episode. So if you want to find me on Twitter, you can at Brawn-Dwarf, BRAWNDWARF. You can check out our website and podcast over at NintendoFunClubPodcast.com. So, thank you for tuning in, and I will catch you next time. Goodbye.